Sometimes, successful guys seem to ignore women in the relationship game. But why? Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're talking about something interesting. Why successful guys might seem like they're not paying attention to women. You know, those guys who have achieved a lot in life. Sometimes, they seem to be focused on other things and not really noticing women around them. But why does this happen? Let's find out together. Let's talk about high-value men. These are guys who have done really well in life. They've succeeded in their jobs, made good money, or grown personally. These men are often super motivated and have big dreams they're working hard to achieve. They're the kind of people who set goals and go after them with everything they've got. So when we say high-value men, we mean those who've accomplished a lot and are always aiming for more. They're the go-getters, the ones who don't settle for just okay. Whether it's climbing the career ladder, building their bank accounts, or becoming better versions of themselves, these guys are all about making things happen. They're focused, determined, and ready to take on whatever challenges come their way. That's what makes them stand out as high-value men. These guys do really cool stuff, and people look up to them, which makes sense. But there's another side to their success that people don't talk about much. So, why do high-value men sometimes seem to ignore women? Let's explore a few reasons. Number 1. Priority on goals. High-value guys, those who are really successful, often have big dreams they're working hard to make happen. Sometimes, they're so focused on reaching those dreams that they don't pay as much attention to hanging out with people, including women. Imagine you have a super important test coming up, and you really want to get an A+. You'd probably spend a lot of time studying, right? Well, for these guys, their dreams are like that test. They're working hard to do their best, so they might not have much time for other stuff. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game, and you're trying to beat a really hard level. You're so into it that you don't even notice when someone's talking to you. That's what it's like for these guys. They're so focused on their goals that they might not notice when someone's trying to get their attention. But it's not that they don't care about people. They're just really driven and want to succeed. And sometimes, that means they have to put their goals first. So, if you know a guy like this and it seems like he's ignoring you, try not to take it personally. It's not about you. It's about him chasing his dreams. And who knows, maybe once he reaches those dreams, he'll have more time to hang out with you and others. Number 2. Fear of distraction. Success means really focusing and working hard on your goals. Sometimes, guys worry that if they start dating someone, it might take away their focus from what they want to achieve. So, they keep their distance from potential romantic partners. It's like they're saying, I need to stay focused on my dreams right now. They worry that if they get too close to someone romantically, it might pull them away from their goals. Think about it this way. Imagine you're trying to finish a big puzzle. You've got all the pieces laid out, and you're super focused on putting them together to see the whole picture. Suddenly, someone comes along and asks you to play a game. You might think, I really want to finish this puzzle first before I get distracted by anything else. That's kind of what happens with these guys and their goals. They don't want to risk losing their focus or slowing down their progress by getting caught up in a romantic relationship. It's not that they don't like or care about the person. It's just that they're worried about losing sight of their goals. So, they keep their distance to stay on track with what they're working towards. It's like being on a journey to reach a destination. You've got your map out, and you're following the route to get where you want to go. Along the way, you might see some interesting stops or detours, like potential romantic interests. But if your main focus is getting to your destination, you might decide to skip those stops for now and stay on course. That's what these guys are doing. They're staying focused on their journey to success. It's important to understand that everyone's journey is different, and sometimes that means prioritizing certain things over others. For these guys, success is their main focus right now, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. But it's also important for them to remember that balance is key. Finding the right balance between chasing their dreams and building meaningful connections with others is the real challenge. Number 3. Past experiences. When a guy who's really successful has had bad experiences in past relationships, it can change how he acts around women. If he's been hurt or let down before, he might become more careful and distant, which might seem like he's ignoring women now. Imagine if you touched something hot and got burned. After that, you'd be extra careful around anything hot, right? It's the same idea with relationships. If someone's been hurt before, they might put up walls to protect themselves from getting hurt again. This guarded behavior doesn't mean they don't like women or aren't interested in them. It's more like they're trying to protect themselves from getting hurt again. They might need more time and patience to open up and trust someone new. Think about it this way. Imagine you had a favorite toy that got broken once. You'd probably be really careful with it from then on, right? It's kind of like that with people and their hearts. When they've been hurt, they're careful not to let it happen again. So, if you notice a successful guy being a bit distant or guarded, try to understand where they're coming from. They might just need a little extra understanding and patience as they heal from past hurts and learn to trust again. It's important to remember that everyone has their own experiences and struggles, and it's not fair to judge someone based on how they've been hurt in the past. Instead, it's about being understanding and supportive as they work through their feelings and learn to open up again. Number 4. Social pressure. In some groups or jobs where people are really successful, there's a feeling that these guys need to act a certain way to fit in. It's like they have to keep up a certain image or act a certain cool way. This can make them seem like they don't care about finding love or being with someone special. It's not that they don't want it, but they might worry it could mess up their reputation or make them look less focused on their goals. Imagine you're really good at something, like playing a sport or doing well in school. You might feel like you have to keep proving yourself to keep up that good reputation. It's kind of like that for successful men too. They feel like they have to keep showing everyone how focused and serious they are about their work or goals. So, when they're around women, they might seem distant or uninterested. But it's not because they don't want to connect or be in a relationship. It's more about feeling pressured to keep up appearances and not wanting anything to get in the way of their success. It's like they're trying to balance being successful with finding love, and sometimes the success part takes over. It's important for everyone to understand this and not take it personally. These guys are just trying to find their way through life, like everyone else. And who knows, maybe with a bit of understanding and patience, they'll find a way to balance both success and love in their lives. It's important to note that these reasons aren't excuses for ignoring or neglecting others. Communication and empathy are key in any relationship. So, what's the big takeaway? Well, it's important to remember that everyone's got their own stuff going on. We all have things we're focused on and dealing with. The key is to find a good balance between chasing our own dreams and building connections with people. That means understanding that sometimes people might seem distant or busy, but it doesn't mean they don't care. So, be patient and try to see things from their perspective. At the end of the day, it's all about finding that sweet spot between reaching for our goals and nurturing our relationships. In the end, successful men, just like everyone else, are navigating their own paths through life. And sometimes, that journey involves moments of introspection and focus. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Remember to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more cool stuff. Take care until we meet again.